I'm your host, Sam.
And I'm Miles.
And we're so excited to have you back for day 4 of the festival. Hey everyone, it's Sam again, and I'm here to introduce the 10 final featured films of the festival. So without further ado, here are the 10 featured films. Alright, so our first featured film of the day is Belief, which is directed by Carlos Mario Rodriguez. Now, Belief is an experimental horror film, and it's based off of this story of this man who he has the plague, and he's trying to frantically find ways to cure himself of the plague. And this film is just so vivid and shocking and beautiful, and really kind of scary, especially with the kind of what world we're living in right now. But it is really well done, and I hope that you can watch it. Unfortunately, we do not have an introduction video for Belief. However, if you're interested in watching the film, here's a quick teaser.
Don't flip these people. Yeah.
The second film that we're featuring today is Between the Headphones, directed by Matt Evans. Now, Between the Headphones is a really cute film. It's trying to be a romance in some ways. It deals with loneliness and just trying to make friends and connections in a world where sometimes we feel isolated. It's very quirky, and it is filmed kind of in the style of Wes Anderson, if you're familiar with that director. It is so aesthetically pleasing, and everything about the film is just really well done and well-rounded. So I hope that you can check it out. We unfortunately do not have an introduction video for Between the Headphones. However, if you're interested in watching, here's a quick teaser of the film. Okay, so the third film that we're featuring today is called Denial, which is directed by Mandy Tai. Now, Denial follows a woman. She is a doctor at a hospital, and she experiences some really weird, abnormal things as she goes about her day. And I don't want to give too much away, as this film is kind of a mystery. And it is so well done. It kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time, and I kind of didn't know exactly what was going to happen until the very last minute of the film, which I love those types of films. So if you like being on the edge of your seat and not knowing what's going to happen, check it out. It's so good. And here is the introduction video for Denial by the director Mandy.
Hi everyone, my name is Mandy Tai and I go to Shanghai American School Pudong. I'm 17, currently a rising senior, and I'm very interested in filmmaking. The name of my film I submitted is called Denial, and it was my first time being a director. I was inspired by one of the episodes on Grey's Anatomy where Maggie, who is also the character of my film, goes to a psychopathic hospital and treats a patient. After being on set, I learned that filmmaking is very complicated, and I gained experience in handling mistakes and can be flexible on set. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Alright, so the fourth film that we're showcasing today is called 18, which is directed by Lynette Aslanian. This follows a teenage girl, and she's about to turn 18 years old, and she is struggling to find her independence, as a lot of people do when they're turning 18. And struggles to figure out how to manage being an adult while at the same time still living under the roof of her parents' home. And it's quite a fantastic coming of age story. Very well done on all aspects. I mean, this is definitely a professional film, so I hope that you can check it out. Unfortunately, we do not have an introduction video for 18. However, if you're interested in watching it, here's a quick teaser of the film.
Hey.
Hey, what are you up to?
I'm just working on the Chapter 3 homework for psych.
Isn't that due next week?
My dad wanted me to get it done early. I have a college counselor meeting next week, so I have to prioritize.
Look, Hallie and I heard about this party on Friday. There's gonna be a live band.
Kat, you know I can't. My dad would never let me.
The fifth film that we're showcasing today is Every Color at Once, which is directed by Caleb Phillip James. Now, this film is an experimental documentary that follows a mural artist who is a black woman, and she is reflecting on her life as a black woman and her experience as an artist while growing up in an overwhelmingly white community. It's a really great film. Like I said, it's experimental. It's not your typical documentary, but it's really interesting, really intriguing, and I hope you can check it out. Unfortunately, we do not have an introduction video for this film, but if you're interested in watching Every Color at Once, here's a quick teaser.
In my 4th grade art class, we had to draw a self-portrait. I went to a charter school with a lot of white kids. I mean, it's West Michigan, so what can you expect? But it really messed with my head and how I viewed myself. I just remember staring at myself in the mirror wondering, what the hell do I look like?
All right, so the sixth film that we're featuring today is called Lily, which is directed by He Ji-hui. Now, this film is a drama following two main characters who are in opposite situations. One of them, he's a son his money has been stolen by his father, and the other one is a father whose money has been stolen by his son. So this deals with family relations and interactions, and it's really interesting because, you know, the people that we think we should be able to trust the most are our family members, but sometimes that's not always the case. It's a really well done film with such an intriguing storyline, so I hope you can check it out. However, we do not have an introduction for Lily, so if you're interested in watching the film, here is a quick teaser. So the seventh film that we're showcasing today is called Line of Work, which is directed by Charlie Griffiths. Now, this film is awesome. It's about kidnappers, and they're sitting in their car trying to figure out what to do, where their future is going, all this different stuff. It's quite funny because the person that they're kidnapping is literally in the trunk of their car while they're having this conversation. It's a drama, it's a comedy, it's awesome. That's all I can say, really. Please check it out. And if you're interested in watching the film, here is a quick introduction video by the director, Charlie.
Hi there, I'm Charlie Griffiths, and I'm the writer-director of the short film Line of Work. We produced this film at Staffordshire University with a very small crew and in a very small amount of time. Line of Work is a dark comedy narrative that follows the lives of two kidnappers who are reflecting on their futures and how they'll stay together. I hope you have a great film festival, and thank you for listening.
The eighth film that we're featuring today is called Painting the World, directed by Pavitra Kunsal. Now, Painting the World is a cute claymation, animation film. It uses mixed different types of media, but it's about these two little baby birds who are getting ready to hatch from their egg, and they experience very different feelings about coming out into the world. And I think we can all relate to this theme of the film of, you know, having social anxiety and not being quite ready to come out into the world, or being a go-getter and being, yeah, I'm ready for this, I can do anything. And it really just shows those two different perspectives in such an original and cute way. So I really hope that you can check out the film. I loved it. It was so adorable. So I'm sure you'll love it too. And if you're interested in watching the film, here is an introduction video for Painting the World by the director, Pavitra.
Hey everyone, my name is Pavitra and I currently live in the Bay Area. I recently graduated high school and I will be attending the Savannah College of Art and Design for a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation this fall. I am super thrilled that my first animated short film is being showcased at the Fentress Film Festival. My film, which is titled Painting the World, is a combination of both 2D and stop-motion animation. I have spent over 150 hours working on this film, and I have grown so attached to my two little baby chickens. I hope you enjoy the short, wholesome journey of these two unhatched chickens who are trying to find their way in this world.
Alright, the ninth film that we're showcasing today is called She Looks Like Me, directed by Kason Suggs. She Looks Like Me is a drama following the Breonna Taylor verdict in the United States. It follows a man who is looking for a black doll to give his niece, and he can't find any, and that's a problem. So this film is great. It really highlights the need and the lack of representation that we have for black dolls and toys that represent black culture. So I really think that this film is worth watching. It's really well done on all aspects of the story. It's a great educational piece, but it is so awesome. So please just check it out. And here is the introduction video for She Looks Like Me by the director, Kason.
Hello, my name is Kason Suggs and I'm the writer, producer, director, and main star of my film, She Looks Like Me. This film takes place directly after the Breonna Taylor verdict. In it, my character Leon is searching for a birthday present for his niece. Unfortunately, every store he checks, he cannot find any black dolls. And given the context of this story, it's very important to him that he finds a gift that accurately represents his niece. This story was very dear to me. When I create out of the overflow of what's in my heart. And I had so much empathy for this story that I felt the need to share it. So thank you, Fentress Film Festival, for even considering it. And thank you to my cast and crew that worked tirelessly on this. And I hope that you guys enjoy it half as much as we enjoyed making it. And I hope that it gives you a better representation of representation.
The 10th and final film that we're featuring not only today, but for the entire festival is called Zone 38, which is directed by Saul Murphy. Zone 38 is kind of an apocalyptic, pandemic type film, so very fitting for the world that we're living in today. It is so incredibly well done, just on all aspects. And it has a very intriguing and original storyline. Keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole time. It's like a thriller, not really horror, but definitely a thriller. So definitely check it out. I don't want to give too much away about the film, but if you're interested in watching, here is the introduction video by the director, Saul.
Hello to everyone at the Fentress Student Film Fest, and thank you for choosing my film, Zone 38. Now, this film was created as part of my major project at university while studying digital film production. Now, for this task, a practice-based component was adopted to help me understand the concept of a long take. Now, this was a short thriller horror about a viral pandemic that has swept the country. So I chose the script because obviously it had a very similar narrative to what we have all, and some still living through at this moment in time. So I decided not to write the script myself because I believe I would have had a biased approach, and most probably had written a film that would have ultimately incorporated longer takes than the average norm now seen in films. So you'll see that longer takes were adopted in this film, and I felt it wasn't always possible in certain scenes due to the climatic nature of the film. So I don't know what it's like for you guys over in the States, but over here in the UK, we're back on the set. I've recently graduated, so I'm working my way up in the industry. I'm a runner, starting off at the bottom, but however, I do have 20 years experience in the theatre as an actor, producer and director, but I'm making that transition into film and TV behind the scenes, so I've got to start us off somewhere. I wish you all the best of luck with your careers in filmmaking. Stay safe, and most importantly, enjoy the festival. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, so that concludes our segment, the 10 featured films of the day. We have officially featured all 40 films for the festival. I really appreciate everybody who has sat through these introductions. I know it means a lot to me, and it definitely means a lot to the filmmakers. I really hope that you can get out there, watch these introductions, and then go and watch their films on our Vimeo platform. And yeah, that's all from me. Thanks, guys. As a reminder, Miles and I are teaching a filmmaking masterclass tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, USA. We would really love to have you there. It's going to be super interactive, and it's really just about growing as an artist. We're all always growing as artists. So please come with any questions you have or any advice based off of your own experience that you want to share with others. And we hope to see you there. Thanks.
Thank you all so much for tuning in today.
And please join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, USA, where we will be announcing the award nominations for the festival.
Bye.